Welcome to Bary University here at the Horny Toad Bar and Grill. I'm here with Brian B Barrett.
Hello, hello.
Who are we missing today, Brian?
We're missing the doctor.
Dr.
The doctor
Clower.
of discipline. The professor of pragmatism. And, well, we're missing the all-around great cowboy who the show is about.
Bary Clower is not here today.
He's not here.
It's like he's missing his own. It's not a wedding. That's kind of a weird thing, but it's a big event, and he's not here.
It's like a piece of me is missing. You know what I mean? It's like there's fuel, but there is no flame.
We are happy to announce that Bary University is a thing now, and we've been talking about it a long time.
Yes, it is.
It is a thing. The website is active. We got a couple of videos uploaded. We have a Facebook page, and we are going to start regularly providing new content under Bary University, or what we fondly call Bary.
Bary. Yep.
Professor Clower is a good dude. He's a good friend. He knows a lot of things.
Yes, he does.
And the premise of our show is that Professor Clower teaches his student, Brian B Barrett, how to do the kinds of things that other people pay Bary to do on a regular basis.
Yes, they do. And that is exactly what he does every day of his life, unless he's sick like today.
So it's interesting because Bary, I don't ever remember Bary being sick. I'm not saying he doesn't get sick, but
sure,
I don't think it happens very often.
Yeah, he's a trooper. I mean, he gets out in the elements, all sorts of elements, stinky elements, hot elements, cold elements.
If you notice, if you know Brian at all, you might also realize that Brian sounds a little sick as well.
I've got a great DJ voice.
I think I don't know that Bary and Brian have the same stuff, but neither one of them feel well.
It's allergy season for me.
But the show must go on, and today is the day that we had picked. The day that we've been shooting for, and it's happening whether or not you guys feel well or not. I'm sorry.
I understand the show must go on.
So it is the very first show that we're doing, and what we want to do is introduce you to what we hope is a good idea. The first Saturday and the third Saturday of every month, we will be producing a short show like this, and the idea is that as we grow, we'll have live call-ins, live video chats, and an interaction between Bary and our audience, answering questions, talking about what you've seen on shows, all kinds of fun interactive stuff. And as we have sponsors, if they have product things that are happening, events they're at, we can highlight that. It's all very real-time. Like, for example, one of the things that we would have talked with Bary today about is what he and other ranch hands, workers, cowboys, I guess in some case farmers, what they're normally dealing with this time of year is not what they're dealing with this year because it's been so warm. It's been
warm, and it got cold a couple of times, but not for a long spell. And then we've had quite a deluge of rain here in the hill country for a few days, and then all of a sudden it's 90 degrees for a few days, 80, 70, and it didn't dip below the freezing point at night, and it's an interesting time.
So I don't know what that means to someone who is working day in and day out with livestock. And the whole idea is that Bary could enlighten us as to what was different. He did say this on the phone. He was saying that they're normally, this time of year, gathering cattle with dogs, that it's a good time of year because it's cool enough that the dogs don't overheat, and that's not been happening. So it's kind of messed up some of their plans.
There were some real warm days. The dogs could overheat if he's got them right there working.
So, at this point, we're just saying welcome to our show, and not really presenting any wisdom about these topics, because that's not what we do.
I won't give you any wisdom. I mean, look at me.
But if you watch our show,
will.
If you watch our show,
I learn
every second and fourth Saturday of a month, and if there happens to be a fifth Saturday on the fifth Saturday as well, we release new episodes. And tell us
release
about
the
how those
episode.
episodes work, Brian. Tell us the vibe on
Well,
those.
basically, in a Bar YU episode, we're going to be talking about a topic, and not just talking, hands-on demonstrating stuff. We're a see it, believe it kind of society, or see it, show me how this is done. And so it's going to be a step-by-step process of Bary taking me through. Well, our first episode is all about a doctor and a hoof
Yep.
on a horse. What
Now,
that
you're not
takes.
completely clueless, but it's not your area of expertise.
No, I didn't grow up, shoeing horses, and most folks have not. But they may own a horse. They may own some livestock. You may own livestock, and you go, wow, I'd love to learn from a guy who's been doing this a long time. That's a great trick that save you time, and many times save you money and a lot of heartache from making a bad decision in the get-go.
And one other thing you might do is save you a little heartache, because some of the stuff he does, some stuff you guys do, can be kind of dangerous.
That's
You don't
why
know
he
what
lets
you're
me do
doing.
it. Yeah.
So the thing is that these episodes, Professor Clower is teaching you how to do stuff.
He's teaching me everything that he's learned in doing this over 30 years.
And in the meantime, our audience gets to watch, and theoretically, I'd say one of two things will happen. It's either somebody who already knows how to do this or knows how to do it differently or whatever, so they may have an opinion as to whether or not
Right.
Bary's is a good idea or not. But then you have a whole group of people who don't know any of this stuff, and they're going to learn.
They're going to learn. And if you, for me, it was just a fascination with, Texas, the cowboy persona. Well, all of that went by the wayside with episode 1. The first thing, we're going to get on a horse and shoot stuff, aren't we? No. Well, we got to take care of the livestock. What do you mean, Doctor a hoof? It's work. It's work. It's, the city slicker mentality goes out the window.
Yeah.
But he's just going to give you the nuts and bolts of what a real cowboy's life is. And
Stuff you really wish you know.
Yeah.
If you don't, you're in the right
and
situation.
you just learn a lot. I just glean a lot of wisdom from being around him, and he's so practical, man. He's just down to earth, teaching you like
Now,
your granddad would.
that's the practical, instructional aspect of the show. But I would say that you and Bary, you both have a good time in the process.
Yeah, we do. Well, we have kind of the same sense of humor and the same taste in 80s rock and roll, apparently.
That's the freakiest thing. When you guys
Weird,
started
wasn't it?
comparing musical notes, it's like you guys grew up at the exact same place
You'd
and
look
time.
at us and go, these guys are nothing alike. But yet, we're joined with a common musical bond, which is another one of our Texas Big Star TV shows. We'll get to that later on. But, yeah, we have a lot of fun, and we started talking, as per your request, talking months ago about, I wonder what reality TV would do to this particular series. If they could do a spin on Bar YU, what would they do? And so we do, at the end of every episode, we do a little bit of a...
So it's right in the middle of it sometimes.
Oh, is it in the middle?
We just stick it wherever it seems to make sense.
You just, just turn me on and say, okay, go. I don't know how you guys cut it all up, but we have a bit in the middle of the show that is kind of a spoof about the real subject we're covering.
Yeah.
But it's the reality TV version of it, and makes it a little more entertaining for you.
The idea
the viewer.
is that the episode shows you how to do stuff, and then the little joke spoof part
Here's how
of it,
not to do it.
How not to do it.
But we believe in our hearts during that spoof that it is the correct way to do it.
Yeah.
You have to listen, Matt. Every acting school says you have to embrace that character,
I
embrace a certain character
yes, you
during
do.
those moments.
Yeah, this is kind of dangerous. Now, to be fair, not every one of
It's a
our
warm
episodes,
embrace.
not every episode has what we're talking about.
True.
And we don't offend anybody, but if you've ever worked around donkeys, they're also called asses.
Yes.
And so we talk about the dumbass section. So when these guys go full dumbass, that's what we're talking about. And so you'll spot those. They're hard to miss.
Yeah, they're hard to miss. Just look for the cat, turn around backwards.
Not every episode has these, because there's some episodes, like there's one that we're doing with guns and gun safety.
Right.
Yeah, we're not going to make any jokes on that one.
Right.
There's
right.
a couple of them, and there's a couple others that may or may not have that particular comedic device in the episode. but most of them do. So be looking for those. So we are happy to say that in the future we'll be having episodes on the first and third Saturday. When we can, Bary will be here. When he can't be here, we'll hopefully get him online. We'll have visiting professors. Now, the thing is we've been having a good time with this whole university motif.
Right. Yes, we have.
Bary's not actually a PhD.
But he plays one on TV.
But he plays one on, and in the
PhD,
show...
pure hilarious dude.
That's
piled
a new
high.
definition. Piled high and deeper. So,
Yep.
Professor Clower and his key lead, best, wonderful student, Brian Barrett, will be with you on a regular basis.
Yep.
And we hope that you will provide feedback. Tell us how it should be done even better. Bary is not proud. He is one of the nicest, open-minded guys around when it comes to like, hey, this is just me. And he says that. So
Right.
if you have a better way to do things,
Yeah.
maybe you'll get some discussion going.
He makes it real clear almost every episode. Hey, there's somebody out there who has a different way of doing things, and it might be better. Let me know. I've heard him say that more than once, which is...
And he's sincere. It's not just...
Yeah, he's a very sincere guy.
So we are happy and proud to let you guys in on this little thing we've been enjoying for a number of months now. I'm disappointed that we weren't able to launch this with the Bary Clower, but
Right.
nevertheless, this party's rolling. We're moving forward.
Indeed, Bary YU. Twice a month? Maybe more.
Yeah. So
It's whatever your doctor
Hey,
prescribes.
I forgot something. We talked about doing these live shows on the first and third. One of the things we'll be talking about is Ranch Rodeo.
Yes.
I think on the third Saturday, we'll spend a little bit more time talking about what's going on in Ranch Rodeo, schedules, events, stuff about that. Because, Bary's real involved in that as well. So
Yes, he is.
one thing you want to check out is BaryClower.com. If you want to find quick links to these episodes and what's coming up and what's going on with Bary, BaryClower.com. He spells it with one R. That's how we come up with the Bar Y. Bar Y is his brand. So
Bar Y.
BARY Clower.com. And you can find out where we are on these episodes. We'll post these there. We'll post the episodes, the lessons we're talking about there, and what he's doing.
That's right.
And on YouTube, you'll be able to check us out with Texas Big Star Live. We'll be talking about it on that show. All the other Texas Big Star shows will be pointing to Bary YU. And so we hope that you'll join us. We want you to subscribe, like, share, comment,
All those
interact,
things.
all those things. And in the future, when we have these shows, we hope it becomes more and more easy for people to call in or video chat in and interact with Brian and interact with Professor Clower. We might
Yeah.
even have some visiting professors
That'll be fun.
have the same kind of skill set and insight. Come join us. But bottom line, welcome to Bary University.